Suction valve installation. Insert a clean gasket and make sure not to bend it. If you bend these copper gaskets, they will work harden and won't seal properly. Insert the correct valve seat with the lip side facing up. Usually, but not a rule, the suction valve has the larger hole and the discharge has the smaller. Take 2 bolts and insert them into these particular holes and place back into the vise so that the hole through the valves is visible or reachable from the underside. Take the valve cage and the valve spring. Insert the spring into the cage, the wider side of the spring first, and force it into the valve cover so that it's retained in there as such. The valve poppet rests on the narrow end of the spring. Now, holding it all together, reach up through with the Allen wrench, or the eraser end of a pencil works great. Apply some pressure to the poppet so that it stays in place as you're screwing the cage back in. Now, use the valve spanner tool to complete the installation, keeping the poppet in place. Once the cage is fully in place, test the movement of the poppet using your tool. Now, fully tighten the cage using the 1-inch wrench on the spanner tool, mindfully exerting downward pressure so as to prevent the spanner from slipping out. If you remember, when we first started the instructions, we talked about a peen mark on the face of the valve head. We are now going to create one using our flat head peen. Pick a spot along the edge of the valve head, but not out in this zone. It has to be on the inside. Strike good and hard with the hammer so as to create a peen mark like we had before. This peen creates a locking effect on the thread so that the cage doesn't vibrate loose during operation.